She said I wasn't man enough for a strong woman. So I let her be one. My name's Daniel. I'm 32, an operations manager at a manufacturing firm, earning about $85K a year. I'd been dating a woman named Sierra, 28, part-time social media manager, for nearly 10 months. She made around $25K annually. From early on, Sierra told me she was all about independence. She had her own small studio apartment but was spending 5 nights a week at my place by month 8, keeping clothes, makeup, even her favorite mug. At first, her confidence was magnetic. She said she'd never be controlled by a man, and I respected that. But there's a fine line between independence and disrespect. I started to notice patterns. She'd make weekend plans, not mention them, then act like I was being controlling if I asked. She'd spend nights out with male friends, and if I dared ask who or where, she'd respond, "I don't owe you a report. I'm not your employee." Then came the curveball. Her ex, Adam, moved back to town. They'd dated in college 2 years. She called it ancient history, swore they were just close friends. I wasn't thrilled, but I gave her space. That space quickly filled with red flags. They started texting daily. Long phone calls. Lunch meetups. Whenever I expressed discomfort, I was labeled insecure. If you can't handle a woman with male friends, you're not ready for a real relationship, she told me. 2 weeks ago, Adam invited her to a weekend music festival. 3 hours away. A romantic lake town. She brought it up at dinner like it was nothing. "Sounds fun," I said. "When do we leave?" "Oh no," she replied. "Just me and Adam. He got 2 tickets months ago. It's our thing." Blink. "You're spending a weekend with your ex. At a festival. Where are you staying?" "His family owns a cabin near the venue." That's when I put my fork down. "Sierra, I'm not okay with this." Her eyes lit up like she was waiting for it. "I knew it. I knew you'd try to control me. This is exactly the insecure behavior that ruins relationships." "No," I said calmly. "Wanting my girlfriend not to spend the weekend at a cabin with her ex isn't control. It's called having standards." She scoffed. "Call it what you want. I'm going. I'm not going to let your jealousy dictate my life." That night, she posted a gem on Instagram. "A man who can't handle a strong woman isn't a man." Followed by a carousel of empowerment quotes about not letting anyone dim your light. Dozens of her friends chimed in. "Yes, queen. Drop the weak men, sis." I screenshotted the post. Then I got to thinking. The next morning, Sierra packed her weekend bag. Kissed me on the cheek. "I hope you use this time to think about what kind of man you want to be." I did. All day. And by Saturday morning, I knew exactly what kind of man I was. First, I boxed up all her stuff. Clothes, skincare, random books, favorite socks. Took photos of everything. Drove to her studio apartment and left the boxes outside her door. She still had the key after all. I left a note tucked into one of the bags. "Sierra, you're right. Strong, independent women don't need men who can't handle them. So I'm giving you the opportunity to prove it. Your things are outside your apartment. Your key won't work anymore. I changed the locks. You're strong enough to spend weekends with your ex, and confident enough to post about how men like me aren't really men. That kind of strength. It deserves its own space. I care. Daniel." Sunday night, she came back expecting to walk in like nothing happened. Overnight bag slung over her shoulder, humming to herself. I met her at the door. She tried to step past me. "We need to talk," she said. "We do," I replied. "But not inside." "Daniel, what is this? You're acting weird." "I thought about what you said. About strength. About independence. You're right, we shouldn't be together." Her expression changed fast. "Wait, what?" "I'm done, Sierra. You made your priorities crystal clear. That Instagram post wasn't about you. It was posted 6 hours after I said I wasn't okay with your weekend trip. You and I both know who it was about." She stared, searching for the right lie. "I was just venting." To your entire follower list. At my expense. You're seriously ending things over one trip? No. I'm ending it over your repeated disrespect, your mockery, and your belief that boundaries equal weakness. I love you. You don't love someone and mock them publicly. She started crying when I told her the locks were changed. She tried to guilt me with, "Where am I supposed to go?" "Your apartment. The one you proudly kept to show your independence." Over the next week the cycle began, calls, texts, voice messages. Raging, pleading, bargaining. Her friends messaged too, claiming I was cruel, petty, controlling. I saved those messages too. Tuesday she showed up at my office during lunch. Puffy. Hair undone. "Please," she said. "This has gone too far." "No," I replied. "It's gone exactly far enough." She told me she regretted the post. Said she was emotional. "And now you're emotional because you're facing consequences," I said. "That's not growth. That's regret." She asked if we could talk things out. Try again. I told her she should be proud. After all, she was right. A strong woman doesn't need a man to handle her. She handles herself. Left. That was the last time I saw her in person. 6 weeks later. Her social media went quiet. She had to break her lease. Couldn't afford rent on her own. Moved back in with her parents. Adam, the ex. Turns out he wasn't interested in more than a nostalgic weekend. Her hype squad friends. They disappeared too. Apparently. You go girl. Doesn't pay the bills or offer a spare couch. She called one last time. Voice shaking. Said she missed me. Said she'd grown. Wanted a second chance. I told her. This wasn't about a festival. It was about your character. And the way you publicly ridiculed the man you claimed to love. She hung up. I'm seeing someone new now, Amanda. Full-time accountant. Her own apartment. Her own car. No games. No social media warfare. She told me something I'll never forget. Independence means taking care of yourself, not testing how much disrespect your partner will tolerate. Sierra thought she could have the comforts of a relationship while treating me like I was disposable. She wanted the title of independent, without actually living it. So I gave her what she claimed to want. Freedom. Freedom from accountability. Freedom from partnership. Freedom to pay her own rent and make her own posts without someone too weak to handle her. The Instagram caption said it best. A man who can't handle a strong woman isn't a man. She was right. Because a real man doesn't argue with someone trying to prove she doesn't need him. He simply steps aside and lets her prove it.